We need to strategize to advance His kingdom, to make the best use of our lives, because this won't be here forever.
A lot of girls are having babies, and the fathers are nowhere to be found.
I've been on and off the streets over the last 10 years.
Seeing him lying on the floor helpless, when I can't do nothing about it, and he was supposed to be a member of my gang.
We are a new creation. The old is gone and new has come. That means when you meet Christ, there will be change. Many of us has settled for not cussing and stop drinking, and that has been the primary means that we knew we came to Christ. But if you read just a few verses ahead of that in 2 Corinthians 5 to verse 14, Paul gives context for this. He says, the love of Christ compels us, that one died for all, and now He did this so that those who live would no longer live for themselves, but Him who died and rose again on their behalf. So the change he's talking about in 2 Corinthians is this new compulsion, this compulsion to love. Now, some of us don't have that compulsion. Now, there are two possibilities. Either you know Christ or you don't know Christ. This could be an indication. It could be an indication that you haven't had a life-changing experience with Jesus Christ, and that's why you're not compelled to love, not like Him laying down your life. But maybe it's that you didn't know, as the result of this grace and this gift of forgiveness would come this desire and compulsion. Maybe it's been stamped out of you. Some people are hindering the Spirit everywhere you go. I remember in the early days, I was eager to get out there, and there are a lot of people there to say, hey, slow down, slow down. I remember when I was that way. Now I'm here to fire you back up. How do you develop desire? Well, desire is developed in a simple way. You do it naturally. But we do this in idolatry for certain. It's what you look at. It's what you hope for. And it's what you sweat for. Here's an example. I have friends who were involved with business. And in their business, the way that they got their desire up was they put a poster of a Lamborghini on their refrigerator. They saw it all the time, every day, multiple times a day. It's what they hoped for, and that's what kept them going for the drive to get that done, to accomplish what they needed to accomplish. Now that's how the world operates. But you and I, as Christians, we use the same mechanism, but we use it for good. And this is how it is. When you see Christ laying down His life on a cross, and you hope that that would be the way you are too, then what you do, you act in accordance with that. That becomes your desire. This becomes what you look at. This becomes what you hope for. And this becomes what you sweat for. Here's a simple plan for carrying this out. What you do, you pray, you plan, you act, and you reevaluate. PPAR. Pray, plan, act, and reevaluate. This is how it goes. I begin praying, Father, I want to act as you did. This compulsion I have in me, I want to develop. So I pray, Father, you will develop this compulsion to love in me. The next one is plan. What will I do? Who will I help? Where will I go? And then you act. You carry out those loving deeds. And you do this regularly, multiple times a day. Big events each week. However you will do that. And then you reevaluate. You look at, what did I do poorly? What do I need to educate myself on and get better at? How should I approach this differently? And then you go back through the praying, planning, and acting, and you move back towards this reevaluation. This is how you develop that desire. If you've had a life-changing encounter with Jesus Christ, then you should have a compulsion to lay down your life and love, to live sacrificially as Jesus did. Because it's what you look at, it's what you hope for, and it's what you sweat for.